Welcome back to Operation Pixel. I'm just gonna kill these Scorpius. So, I wanna be clear about this. I searched this whole planet like 3 or 4 or 5 times or something. Not like all right now, but over all attempts, I've been all over this planet many times, and I could not find where I was supposed to use the ice digger. So I did, in fact, look up a map. I'm a little bit embarrassed about it, but I have an idea of where to go now, because there was 2 spots on the map that looked like places where I was supposed to ice digger through. That being said, neither one of them, I remember seeing the tiles there look different. So I'm curious if the game really did expect me to just ice digger every mountain until I found a place, or if there was some sort of hint to be like, hey, why don't you try ice diggering there? Because right now I feel like there was no way to tell. But we'll see when I get there. Maybe there is some small, some small visual indication. It should be through this next cave. Is the first one of 2 places. I don't have the map up now, so I'm just operating off memory. That being said, like I said, I've been all over this planet like 5 times, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. I know my way around here pretty well. So I think I can get there without freaking peeking at more maps. I guess that being said, I'm going to be somewhat disappointed if I get there and, like, it looks like something that I should have tried ice diggering. So the first one is off to the left here. What is that? West. So I'm going to check that one first. And I don't know what to expect. Okay, so it's these 2 right here. These mountains that look like every other mountain on the planet. They were marked on the map with like a different icon. So I'm going to try and ice digger them. And let's see what happens to these completely normal... Oh my god. Yep. I can go right through those mountains. So yeah, the game expected me to just go around and plow every mountain until I found the ones that magically crumbled. Oh my god. Oh, a white dragon. I guess I can fight a white dragon. I guess they're pretty well healed up because I just left town. How much does this thing hurt? I wasn't really paying attention. 187. Well, that's not too bad. It's like 10 damage. I think it hit Alice for a little bit more than that in the last round, but yeah, that's hitting Alice for a little bit more than I'd like, but it's hurting everyone else barely at all. Is Alice... No, there's not a resistance stat in this game, it's just attack and defense. It's weird. I'm gonna open the dragon chest. So also on the map I noticed there was this one mysterious tree out here, so this seemed important. I'm going to try my theory here. I'm going to use the torch. Haha! The Lerma nut, and puts it in the Laconian pot. Yes! I don't know what to do with it now. Where's my Laconian pot? There it is. Equip. That's not what I expected it to do anyways, but I thought it'd be fun to try. Laconian pot, use. There's no need to use that. Okay, so I have it now, but it's unclear what I need to use it for. Oh wait, I got nuts. Okay, well let's try saving really quick here, because the way I understand this is I think there was a note somewhere in here. I think they said something about Lerma nuts having an effect on cats. Where's my notes? Got so many notes. Still haven't found any arrow prisms. Not sure where I'm gonna find those. Oh, more notes. I don't know, I feel like I heard someone somewhere say that it had some sort of special thing to do with cats. But if it's here in my notes, I'm not sure where it is. And I don't want to spend too much time searching my notes. I'm just gonna check off a few things here. Just so that I know where I've been and what I've done. I've done the Dead Goron Morgue, that's important. Again, I haven't found the Arrow Prism. I found the Corona Tower. Found Azor's Cave. There was no Well of Life in Corona Tower. That was almost certainly a lie. Oh, Soothsayer Demore has Crystal Lassic Fears. Did I hear about that on Motavia? Because I assume that's where Demore would be then. Man, I don't remember a lot of my side quests anymore. I have all these notes, but like... Alright, so I got the Holy Torch for the Dragon Gem. Oh, we talked to Monk Tajim, south of the lake. Lassic lives above the sky, so he could be at the top of the Bea Melee Tower. I don't know. I thought there was something about cats. It's fine. I'm still gonna give it to Meow. Doesn't change anything. I've wasted too long on one screen already. Okay, so we're gonna go item nuts. Oh, Meow isn't hungry, so she puts the. When is Meow gonna be hungry? I've never fed that cat. Okay, well, as far as I can remember from the map, there's nothing else here. It's just a big foresty upward area. I gotta go to the other place where I can dig through. Because there's another place I can dig through, which is completely unclear. But that's fine. At least I'm getting there. I wonder if you could beat the game without going there. I think you probably could. Assuming... What's it, Lassic is at the top of Bea Melee, hiding up above the clouds. Which seems likely. Seems like a lot of this stuff is maybe just endgame content, though I think someone did say that, Lassic feared the, oops. Well, it didn't blow up. Lassic fears, Laconian weapons because of their holy properties. Which means that maybe he doesn't fear non-Laconian weapons? Which means not having Laconian weapons is probably a bad idea for picking a fight with him? Let's see, this way, over this way, up this way. I don't know. But I want that armor. I want those weapons. Okay, so the other one is over here on the other side of freaking Mammoth Field. Shouldn't take me too long to get to. I think I'll just get on the thing now. Oops. Well, it didn't blow up. I hate accidentally picking up things because they always blow up on me. Not always, obviously, but far too frequently. Far too frequent. It's almost Irish. I haven't practiced an Irish accent much. I should. Be a fun one to do. Where's my ice digger? There it is, ice digger. Alright, here we go. So, you may recall, when I explored this place, I first went down here until I reached this big ol' kind of like dead-end southern area. Well, it turns out this entire area is basically just a big soft snow pile that I can just dig through, which is cool. This is a lot of fun, but this is ridiculous. Alright, and there's a cave here. I have no idea what this cave is, but it's gonna need a map. Let me just shift everything around here. I've got so many papers. So many goddamn papers. Oh, I also remapped out the entire Dezoris Caves, just so I could check how it looked in three-dimensional space, so that I could try and figure out if there was anything hidden there. I don't think there's anything hidden there. There may be something hidden there, but there's not a lot of places for things to be hidden there. I didn't see anything else. Also, I didn't look up any other maps besides the Dorosaurus map, so I don't know what's in any of these dungeons. I just wanted to know where I was supposed to dig, because apparently they look exactly like normal mountains. Okay, so what do I want to call this place? I'm gonna call it the Soft Snow Cave. Soft Snow Cave. I don't have any idea why I'm here. I have no clue. Nothing has told me to go here. Let's see, compass use. Currently facing north. Okay. I'm gonna draw softly because I'm almost certain I'm gonna have to erase this place and move it later, just so that it's better positioned on the paper. But I can get started here for now. Alright. So then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and door. What's behind the door? It's more passageway. So we're here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And a corner. Want to make sure I counted that right. 1, 2. Yep. Okay. Also, just for the fun of it, let's see. We're doing okay on time, right? Yeah. Getting the Lerma nuts didn't take very long. 1, 2, 3. So I started watching this show on Netflix. It's called Rome, or no, not Rome. Blah, blah, blah. Troy, Fall of a City. And if you've ever seen the movie Troy, it's a lot like that. Because they're both based on the Iliad. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can starting to get the feeling I entered on the very bottom right corner, which means this still may run me off the side of my page, despite how much closer to the middle I started drawing it, with the intention of moving it later. That's frustrating, but it's fine. So I haven't quite finished Troy Fall of Rome yet, or Troy Fall of a City yet. But it's been interesting so far. Because first of all, I think it's probably closer to the actual Iliad than the movie Troy was. Not that Troy was bad. I liked Troy growing up, and I still think it's kind of a fun movie. But like most movies based off books, they had to cut things for time, I'm sure, or also just for popular opinions. So I will mention that there's a lot of nudity and mature themes. So, you know, don't go watch that if you're under 18 or, you know, whatever else. But I've been enjoying it so far. It's been interesting, at least, just to see like a sort of more complete version of the story, because I've never read the Iliad, and I haven't really looked into it all that much. So Troy before this was my the Brad Pitt movie. Troy was the my biggest sort of my greatest source of knowledge on said topic. And I thought Troy was cool, like I said. But it's sort of interesting because like this one even goes into some of the mythology, because like I guess in Troy they showed one goddess briefly when she talked to, you know, Achilles and said like, hey, if you go, you'll be remembered forever, but you'll die, probably. And Achilles was like, who wants to live forever anyways? I'm just gonna telepathy this one. I don't want to keep losing health on this crap. Okay, so... oops, not items. I wanted to heal. Heal Alice. Alright, so... but there was... Yeah, in this one there's a lot more mythology, because to those who don't know, one of the interesting things about, the Iliad, or the mythological version of Troy... I don't actually know if it's in the Iliad. I shouldn't talk about the Iliad as if I know the Iliad. But, there's a part of it where, like, a lot of the troubles begin with Prince Paris of Troy. who was put into this sort of contest. He was made to decide, like, he was sort of an American Idol judge for a beauty contest sort of deal, except the beauty contestants were, I guess it's Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. They wanted to know which one was most beautiful, but then they all cheated, because they're Greek gods, and that's sort of the sort of shenanigans they're known for. Let's see, I think Athena promised Paris that he would, if he picked her, he would become a great warrior. I think Hera promised him that he would become like a great leader or something like that, or like, you know, famous, powerful, something like that. And Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman, like, ever. And Paris was like, I'll take the woman. Which ended up being Queen Helen of Sparta, which instigated the entire war. So that's sort of where the story began, and this series actually covered that, but it also did some things that I wasn't expecting. In that regard, well, there's a Titan at the end of this path. I guess I'll kill him. Oh, it's 2 Titans. I don't want to fight 2 Titans. It's gonna take forever. I don't want to get punched by 2 Titans either. Well, it's a good thing they both missed. Can I? Nope. So I guess it's just Titans at the end of this hallway? That's a long hallway to end with just Titans. I mean, I guess if I was level grinding at some point and I could kill Titans quickly enough, but screw that. But yeah, the couple of things that I wanted to bring... Oh god, I'm not fighting 5 mammoths. That is too much. There was a couple of things I wanted to bring up. So the first of which is mainly to do with the casting. Because they made, like, they showed the gods there, and there was a couple other guys, like a couple dude gods hanging out with the girl gods as Paris was making his choice that would doom Troy. And one of the dude gods, he was like, shut up, Hermes, so we know it's Hermes. But the other dude god, I didn't know who he was, but he was played by a black dude. And I thought it was interesting, because, let's see, once they reveal who that is later, they refer to him as Zeus. And I was like, it's interesting, I think, to cast a black dude as Zeus, because Zeus is typically portrayed as a white dude with a big curly beard. And, you know, it's not that, like, I had a problem with this guy playing Zeus. I just feel like he should have at least had the beard, you know? Because, like, there's certain things that are visually identifying. If he'd had a big white curly beard, like, I don't think it would matter what his skin color was. He would be identifiable as Zeus. In fact, honestly, if he was a white guy playing Zeus, and he didn't have the beard, like, I still would have been confused until they called him Zeus. So, I mean, hopefully nobody thinks that's weird, because I certainly don't want to come across, the last thing I want to do is come across as racist. Because I actually thought it was kind of cool, because honestly speaking, he's a god. He can probably show up as whatever the heck he wants. In fact, I think that's how a lot of those Greek myths go. But I just thought it was kind of an interesting casting choice. And a similar thing happened with Achilles, because they sort of allude to him for, like, you know, half an episode or more as the Greek army is assembling to sail over to Troy. And they're like, oh, it's Achilles, he's up there on the hill, and he's not with the rest of the camp, and then at one point there's whispers that go around, and they're like, there's Achilles, and there was this dude who could not have been less like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's Achilles, anyways. Like, I mean, obviously he was still, like, jacked and handsome and all that, but he was also black and bald. Like, no hair. Just this kind of, like, very athletic-looking black dude. And again, you know, I think it's an interesting choice. There's really no reason a black dude couldn't play Achilles. It's probably not historically accurate, but, I mean, who cares, right? I mean, I care a little bit, but... I don't think casting him as a black dude negatively infects the story in... Did I say infects? Meant to say affects. Negatively affects the story in any sort of way. Oh, raise the arrow prism towards the heavens. You should then be able to see the dark castle. Where do I get the arrow prism? Is that here? Did she give me the arrow prism while I wasn't looking? Nope, I don't have an arrow prism. But that means the arrow prism might be here, which is still interesting. Okay, so I gotta go back down to that other hallway, because this looks like this was just a big, fun little dead end. I don't want to fight you. Can I just run? No? Okay, fine, I'll use my spells. Oops. I meant to use telepathy. I accidentally pressed A too many times. But yeah, so, I don't know. I think if anyone's interested and totally cool with mature subject matter, I would recommend checking it out if you're curious. So far it's been pretty good. It's like 8 episodes, each of which are like an hour long. I've only made it up to like episode 6 now. Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I've enjoyed it so far. I'm looking forward to finishing it, but I have to record some episodes, so I'm doing that now. And then I'll probably finish watching it later. But yeah, it's on Netflix, so you can check it out. And see what a Black Achilles would be like, and a Black Odin that for some reason they thought didn't need a beard or hair. I mean, hold on, did I say Black Odin? Man, now I don't even know what I'm talking about. Odin's the Norse god. I'm talking about Zeus. Black Odin would be interesting too, though. Be sort of like, what's it, Samuel Jackson playing Nick Fury. I remember when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure Nick Fury was always a white guy in the cartoons. And then Samuel Jackson got casted, and I was like, I'm okay with this. It's sort of interesting, the trends these days. Wasn't there another character who became black recently? Like, wasn't there like a black Spider-Man? I'm not super up to date on comic books. It's just kind of interesting to see things going that way. I think they may have also made some superhero female instead of just having like, well, first there was Superman and now there's also Supergirl, I guess. I need to count this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a door. But yeah, no, it's interesting. This is something I can talk about next time, because I think we're about out of time for this episode. We'll come back next time. I'm hoping we'll find an arrow prism here, since that woman mentioned it. And I also looked through my notes and couldn't find something else, but I remembered that I don't have an arrow prism yet. But I need that to find... Oh, I should make a note that I use the arrow prism to find the dark castle. Alright, so we'll come back next time. Write my note. Reveal dark castle. Alright, but yeah, we'll come back next time. I'll try to talk a little bit more about freaking race and gender roles in writing, or my opinion on them, for what little that's worth. We're 59 episodes in, nobody's watching this series, so may as well, right?